Well, she's a windy one out here today, but luckily these Highland outbuildings don't mind the wind, they don't mind the rain, they don't mind the snow. And some of you were asking for a lofted model. This, I think, is gonna fit a perfect niche for the cottager or the off-gridder who's looking for a space where they can sort of do everything all in one building. So come on in here with me. This is a prototype for us, but look at this. Nice big loft upstairs, easily fit a queen size bed up there. The idea with this design is to have either a seating area, office area, or more importantly, potentially kitchen, with also this 4x6 bathroom. So it's gonna be enough room in here for a composting toilet if you wanna do the bucket thing. We have 6 feet of headroom in here. And of course the boys made a custom door that's gonna go on there. This model will be available actually you can buy this one. I think that it's a really nice job. And by the way, fully insulated in the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. Our structure has 4 2x3 windows, and we've opted for a horizontal slider in this one. Sorry, 5. We put one beside the door too. And they're lower on the wall because of the way the wall is built. So we had to do a little playing around with this design, but we're gonna stick a ladder kind of right here so you can get up into that loft, and there's more than enough room up here for a queen size bed, and that's about 30 inches of height here. So once you get the mattress up there, there's enough room to have a snooze. And you can basically have a no permit building now with every single room that you would expect to have. So call that a kitchen or an office, call this a bathroom, call this a bedroom. We'll talk to you about the legalities of that whole thing. But of course, an insulated steel door. This one we opted for a charcoal roof. It's a great looking roof and a great looking structure. And we could build you one of these. We still got to name this one. I'm open to suggestions. We typically pick places that we love here in Ontario. So if you had some ideas as to what we can call this one, we'd gladly take them. But there's our 10x16, no permit necessary with a loft in it. And we're gonna keep building these and make changes as necessary. But that's a heck of a good effort to start with 5 nice windows, big door, and let's walk on in there again because I'm loving this thing. We may end up having to take this up to the cabin to be a sort of one-stop shop guest accommodations, but man, the guys do great work, and sure do they work hard too. We're moving 3 buildings this week, and we move buildings every week, and we can move one for you. You can check us out at highlandoutbuildings.com. You can call me anytime, 705-309-9088. Why don't you come have a snooze in the loft with me, folks, and have a great week. So this build here is another example of our most popular building, which is our 10x16 Algonquin. You can see this one has much bigger windows than typical buildings that we see, and that was spec'd out specifically by the customer because she wanted to be able to have a view on her property. I'm loving this thing. Let's go on inside here. Look at how much window there is. It's in a full-on flow through there. So this is it's the first time we've done 4 4x4 windows in one of these. When you come inside, oh my goodness, it's just like wide open. Now these windows cost a lot more than the smaller ones, but you get a lot more light. And man, oh man, this is awesome. I'm loving the way this came together. So as you can see, we're doing the steel around the window trim these days, which is 0 maintenance. If the windows sweat a little bit due to condensation, they're not going to be affected by that. This looks so good. So as always, this building has rock wool in it as well. So our 14 in the walls behind the vapor barrier, wrapped in house wrap. Got our beautiful pine tongue and groove finish here. And an offset door, so there might be room over here for a bit of a kitchen counter, or maybe stick a table over there. This is a gorgeous build, and we're loving how this one came together. So this is a 10x16 Algonquin style building with the big 4x4 windows. That's awesome. Since we're on a roll, might as well show you another 10x16, this being our Bancroft style building. So you've seen this before. We have one up at our camp as a sleeping cabin. This customer spec'd it out with windows in specific spots. So one on the end here, one in the center in the back, and two on the front. So this is our single sloped model. As you can see, it's a shed roof style, skillion roof style, whatever you want to call it. Sorry about the wind here today. But we'll go on here and show you what this thing looks like on the inside too. So most of the buildings we do these days are similar in that they have always pine if you get the insulated model, unless you don't want that. I don't know why you would. But this one's insulated with rock wool as well. It's got the trim around the windows. This one has, I believe, a 34-inch door and the nice pine tongue and groove interior. So the buildings always come with a plywood floor. You can choose to put down waterproof vinyl or just paint it or stick an area rug down or just leave it alone. I mean, it's a solid floor, but the Bancroft model has a 7-foot wall in the back here that slopes up to a 9-foot wall in the front. And it's just a completely different feel inside here. So we chose one of these for our sleeping bunkie for the kids and for when we have guests over. And this customer, I think, is gonna do the same thing here. So there's enough room for a pair of bunk beds, or you could put a bed on one side and a couch on the other. And at the end of the day, we can put these windows and doors wherever you want around the envelope of the building. So it's midsummer, we're very busy, but we can still build you a building, and we can certainly get it done in reasonable time. Right now we're looking at sort of a 6 to 8 week lead time if you want to get yourself a building, and we'd be more than happy to build you one. Check us out at highlandoutbuildings.com. You can call me anytime, 705-309-9088. Cheers, folks.